Chapman Lane. I think you can see from all indications that the water has been receding and is almost virtually gone at this point. But obviously, the situation at the pump station that we visited earlier this morning continues to be a challenge. The Ministry of Public Works is busy getting the two tanks, the two pumps that are not working, fixed, and money is being put into the next year's estimate so that we can acquire a new pump. It is not good enough that people in this district have grown so accustomed to flooding now that every house has a couple of pairs of boots. This is not how Barbadians are supposed to be living. So this is going to be one of the priorities of the Ministry of Public Works going forward. Um, I'm able to say to you that we expect that the EOC Warrens will be able to stand down tonight. The directors indicated to me that when we get back there, they will conduct their own debriefing and hand over to the respective ministries and departments. But it will be fair to say that something during the course of tonight, the entire operation at Warrens would be stood down. I'm also able to tell you that we've been briefing the substantive Prime Minister, Prime Minister Motley, on a almost hourly basis. You would know that she's about to give a major speech at the United Nations, and she's indicated to me that coincidentally this allows her to speak uh, about climate change and so on, simply because we are in the middle of the effects of it. The Prime Minister has indicated to me that she intends to cut short her trip while what we have to do in Geneva is critical. Um, the Prime Minister has decided to cut short her trip and return home sometime during the course of tomorrow so that we still have another 2 months before the hurricane season comes to an end. And while I've indicated that we were satisfied with some elements of our preparedness, it is clear to us that there are significant gaps that will only be filled through financial injection. You would appreciate that we're in the middle of dealing with a restructuring, and therefore how we proceed requires a certain level of sensitivity. And for that reason, the Prime Minister feels that the sooner we address those gaps and address the financial requirements for them, the sooner we'll be able to get Barbados where it really needs to be. So we anticipate that she will arrive tomorrow. We will immediately set about meeting with all of the various heads so that we can conduct that debriefing exercise that I spoke about earlier. And then she will immediately see how we can make the financial adjustments. Everybody knows that it's a difficult time for us, but we've decided that going forward, disaster preparedness is going to be priority number 1 or 2. Yes.
Just a quick question. The pumps you referred to, do you have an idea how much those would cost?
Well, I'm informed by the permanent secretary that the new pump will cost in the region of $350,000. Yes, about $350,000. Well, there's a pump that is functioning now. We saw that this morning. That pump station requires 2 additional pumps, one of which automatically kicks in when the load on the single pump becomes too high.